Action whenever I want it.
Action whenever you want it.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Millennials with Matt. This is episode number 5. Thank you so much for continuing to tune in, ask good questions. I want to keep bringing you answers. And so, what we want to talk today about on this video is why millennials are so vital to your workplace and to your organization. They are vital. Sometimes they can get a bad rap, but here's the truth of it. You've got 75% of millennials will be entering the workplace in the next 10 years. That's 2025. There's over 93 million millennials. That's more than baby boomers, and that's more than Gen X. And so whether you like them, whether you don't like them, doesn't really matter. They're the next generation coming in. We've got to figure out how to work with them, and that's what this video series is all about. So today, let's jump into why millennials are so vital to your workplace. The first thing is they're young, they're fresh, they're modern, they breathe new life into your organization, they breathe new life into your mission, and they help you form the mission for the future. I always meet with teams and I talk with them about why don't we have millennials more on our strategic planning committees, because they're the ones that are going to be working here for the next 20 to 30 years. Shouldn't they have some invested interest in it? So they're great at bringing high energy, high octane, to strategic planning meetings, but also to your mission and your vision and the values moving forward. The other thing that millennials bring to the workplace that is so vital is their ability to quickly solve problems. They're very good at this. They don't like not having an answer. That's why Google does so well. They're a Google generation. They believe that the answer is out there. You just have to search hard enough for it. And so their ability to quickly solve problems and move to a more efficient, faster, nimble, and agile workplace is at the top of their priority, and it should be at the top of your priority as well. The next thing that they're really good at, and I know I get arguments about this, but they're actually very hardworking, and I've talked to people all over, and they are hardworking, but they've got to be motivated correctly. And so what are we doing in our organizations now that we're not doing that, and what can we do in the future where we're motivating millennials correctly? We did a video a couple months back. I would encourage you to check that out, all around the camp and intrinsic motivators. That's a great way to start on how we're going to motivate them to be harder workers. They're very loyal to authority figures. Look at their relationship with their parents. This generation, by the data, by stats, is the most loyal generation out of all generations previous to it. So they are loyal to authority figures, but here's the key. Trust has to be gained. So what you should be doing as managers, as coaches, as leaders, is finding new ways to work with the millennials and gain trust, because once the trust is gained, they'll be loyal to your organization. They're very good at socially sharing good news about your organization. So as you roll out new product, new mission statements, new ways of doing business, they're going to be at the cusp of that, wanting to share the good news. They're all about sharing kind of where they work, why they work there, and how great their organization is. So you need to be with them, helping their ability to share that and opening all the doors for them to be able to share that good information. The other thing that millennials are really good at and why they're vital to your organization, we're in a VUCA world. And what I mean by VUCA world, it's a military term. It's VUCA. And what that stands for is we're growing up in a volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous environment. And I think you would agree too. Has your business gotten more volatile and more complex in the last 10, 15, 20 years? Every time I ask that question, they say, yes, it's more complex, it's more ambiguous. Millennials have grown up in this environment. They're good at handling adaptability and change, and so they're well equipped to handle that VUCA world. I would encourage you to sit down and work with your millennials to say, how do we become more nimble? How do we become more agile? How do we handle this new VUCA world that's out there? Finally, they question status quo. And I know that can be sometimes seen as a challenge for some people, but probably the worst sentence I've ever heard in an organization is, this is how we've always done it. And that's not going to be the chart or the path that we want to do moving forward. And so millennials are good at asking why. Why do we do this? Why are we still doing it this way? There's a faster, more efficient way to do this. Can we do it a different way? What you need to be ready for as leaders and as managers and as coaches is answering that question with, yes, we can do it a new way. Let's sit down, let's work on it together. So hopefully you've enjoyed this little bit of a video about why millennials are so vital to our workplace. They also bring team building, collaboration, tech skills, innovation. But those were the core ones that when we did our research and when we talked to people, those have what come and risen to the top. So hopefully you've enjoyed the video. Keep tuning in. If you want to follow me, Instagram me, read the articles, blogs, listen to the podcast, go over to growingmillennialleadership.com. I look forward to seeing you there and on the next video. Thanks so much. Where's the play button on this?